Well. I am telling you, we're not leaving this Carlee Russell case too soon. Boy, trauma. What occurred at the courthouse in the wilds of the day? We're gonna talk about this Uber courthouse incident. Under fair use, we're just going to add a couple of clips, but not take control of the whole thing here. We're going to credit JLR Investigates. I don't know if any of you have heard of him. He has this YouTube channel. He goes into all these investigations as well as the Carlee Russell investigation. And he's in the front line. He's up front with the Carlee Russell investigation. So, straight my collar. He was at the courthouse, and you'll see a little snippet here or there. He looked like he talked to the lawyer, he talked to the mother, drama, and he talked to the group as they were. I didn't cut it off. I had to break into the middle here because I have to explain something to you. So here it is when I'm explaining to you. So I'm breaking into the middle of this right now. And look at that face. Look at that face. Boy, she wasn't playing. Look at that. And this is the point where she came kind of close, like, you're in my space. And her husband kind of took her to the side and said, Mommy, come on, calm down. But she wasn't having that. She wasn't having it. She I've made this partial short. Stop here. It's flipping that air. She's got the antics like Carlee. Okay, we are now looking at the video. Again, fair use. Wow. There is some points that I am opinionated that I agree with and I don't. He was questioning maybe it's his way of doing things, that's up to him, but he was asking why blame, end quote, a white man. Why did she blame a white man? Well, for decades on, people have blamed, I don't want to make it a race issue, and I'm not, I'm just the opposition. People have blamed, if not killed, black people for things, some of the things that they have not done. And they've did it for decades, you know? And I'm just in opposition when we come to these news things. I don't think it's a race thing. I just think it's some type of story that was made up that she figured people would believe for that area, whatever is happening in that area. Well, I can't read Carlee's mind, but perhaps she just made up a story that she felt was more apt to what people would believe. Okay, so the questioning on that I really didn't get unless, I'll use an example. Maybe you're just trying to get them to answer or get something out of them. And he got something out of the mom, getting off of that and getting into the next thing. As you can see here, wow. Basically what he was doing here is asking the mom the same questions, why did your daughter lie? Why did she do this? Why did she blame a white man? Why, and such and so forth. And the mother, this was asked them going in, this was asked them coming out of the courthouse. And the mother was upset. She was upset. And she says, you see her right here. You're getting into my personal space. This is what she was telling. And then I guess I didn't actually see her hands over his camera or whatever was going on there, but she came close. She came close to him as he was close to her, and she said, "You're in my personal space," and he said he returned that whatever was going in there, that situation, that moment, with, "Why are you touching my camera? Why are you touching my camera?" Why was she touching his camera? I'm absolutely sure that before all parties went in, whatever happened, a lawyer gives you advice. And the biggest advice that anyone can give you, even if your mother and dad you know, uh, let it fall off. Don't do anything. And someone talks to you like that, just let it, don't even answer them. Don't try to give them what they're seeking. They're seeking you to do something. So, if anything in this situation, and you can use your own opinion on this, and I'll again revert to an example, it's better just to let it be, like the song. Let it be. Let them talk. Let them try. They're not going to get a rise off of me. They're not going to get a rise off of me. Exactly what they may want. I'm not saying that's what JL Investigates was doing, JLR was doing, but I know if that was me, I'm just walking in, I'm walking out, and I'm thinking the lawyer probably told them, you know, or suggested they do the same thing. I noticed he was also questioning some similar questions to the dad, Carlos, as he was walking to his truck. And the dad, Carlos, walked to his truck. First, I thought he was gonna let everybody walk down to his truck, but I knew better. He walked to his truck, started the engine, and drove directly to the front of the doors to pick up his family, so they would not have to walk themselves to the truck. And he tried to persuade his wife after the little incident that happened between JLR and his wife. Do not, stay in here. And they were in the car, the husband and wife. She was kind of standing at the passenger like she was ready. And Carla's like, I'm not. Stop, woman, stop. And, no, I don't think it's funny. I think it's quite sad. I think it's sad. Whatever happened in the life of Talika, we don't know. Again, I go with this all the time. We're not God. But she feels defensive. And in this sort of situation, imagine it's you. You would feel, I would imagine, the same way. So if you take a human perspective to it, if you take tact to it, uh, how would you act? You know, even if you got the whole world, the whole war, the whole war of emotions, not world, war of emotions inside of you, of things that have happened to you in your life. And believe me, we all have. What is the best way to act? But we make mistakes. But so we won't have to say sorry. We have to stop making mistakes, especially to God. So we won't have to say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. Guess what? I say, I'm sorry. Just don't do it. Don't thrive. Don't let the enemy get a foothold. We have one enemy, and it's not each other. It's not each other, ladies and gentlemen. It's not each other. It's evil. It's evil. It's the devil. That's our enemy. And he wants to see, it's joy for him. He sits there rubbing his hands together, seeing us fight each other. That's what God created us for, bountiful, for multiplication. It says in the word, for something great, for prosper, not just money wise, but to multiply, to be clearly happy and productive, and our best to one another, love each other as we will love ourselves. And constant war, decades of hell, it seems like it's not ceasing because we don't take those laws. We take them from our lips, but do we use them in our hearts? So yes, you have the war inside of you. And there's been many times, I'm sure a lot of us have wanted to think, we're thinking what we want to do, but we should just keep it there. And like I said, look in that spiritual mirror and don't let the devil get the foothold, the best of us. Put on the full armor. And there's only so many times you can say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, before you have to realize uh, this is a mistake. This is a mistake, and I'm taking it too far. I'm taking it way too far, you know? And no matter who's trying to, because I just recently went through a situation where you know, and I have these situations that where someone denied me something that was fully, I was fully qualified for. And I'm sure that has happened to anyone. But they're going to pay it back, of course. They shouldn't have made the mistake. Maybe it'll help them rectify how they act. That is my hope. But I'm glad I'm going to get what I actually went to get that they did not qualify me for. But hey, also, I would feel better. I would feel 100% even more enthralled, more better if they would change their opinions and rectify and repent how their perceptions harm people. That maybe should be our goal. But anyway, back to this. Her mother was was PO'd, really upset, and her dad had to stop. But she didn't even get in the car with her husband. She didn't even get in the car with him. She walked back out, and her pink satin or silk, I don't know, outfit, her nice heels, everything. She dresses. She loves the color pink. It is. It's compliment on her. It looks very good. And she walked out and she walked to the back of the court with police behind her. Police is not directly behind her holding her, but she walked back to the court and the doors, all the families of the car. And I guess she just had to take a moment. Okay. But watching her, we could learn from her. We could learn. Don't let that temper get the best of you. Now, if somebody is coming at you with bullets, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, that's not a question right there. But if someone's just like JLR is just questioning whatever, and I think she would be aware of his channel, and all those emotions came up. Uh, another thing I don't agree with was asking if a white man, why'd you blame a white man? Okay. And like I said, there's been decades of people that have blamed black people and even killed them, and they haven't did anything. So this is not a race issue, but I don't know what he meant in that term, why he would ask. But that and going to someone's actual house and showing where they live and taping that. Those two things are way off my map. I don't agree with that. That is putting safety in jeopardy, going to someone's house and showing that. But yeah, it is a question people want to know. I think people should know. I really do. Where were you? Where were you? If anything, if you think about it, uh, maybe that would help someone else with problems with the situation. Maybe people go into isolation. I mean, deep isolation, where they feel the house is not the proper place wherever Carlee went. And maybe one day she will share that story. I don't think today anyone is throwing offers because of what went down here and the whole spectrum of how this happened with this not really a call to 911 of a baby running, not really these kidnappers and everything. So I don't think too many people are, and how it all fell out under the rug under them. I don't think too many people are going in, or what I mean by that is journalists, news channels, and such, wanting to offer Carlee anything about anything. But I still believe that we as the public should know. And maybe someone who has those issues of isolation, whatever went down here, or whatever issues Carlos, not the dad, pardon me, Carlee is having, whatever issues she's having, it would really help someone else to realize, okay, she's doing the same thing that I'm doing or whatever. And I don't want to make a big event out of this. Maybe I should get help because if I see it correctly and if I see it just the way it is, I don't want it to turn into a problem. So if anything, if she's thinking like that, but wow, wow, my that dominance, that type of dominance is lethal. and it's nothing but it's lethal. And too many people in our society have that kind of importance that they feel that narcissistic dominance like that, whether it be from whatever party, the mom, the questioner, the interviewer, have that too much to think they're way above any law, way above any importance of anyone else to do these questionable, vile things. And it really does need to stop. I don't know if it ever will. Come quickly, come sure. Let your until your kingdom come, let your will be done, um, to be put to a stop. But hey, we're not the creator. It's on his clock. So anyway, just as long as you know within yourself where your importance stops. Right? Okay? It stops at the wall of my house. In my house, I am a princess. In my house, I am a king. In my house, I sit on the throne. And that's about it. Okay, but nowhere else. Nowhere else out there. Okay, so anyway, this was a trip, I tell you. This is raw video. That's one thing you can say for sure. JR is giving it. He's giving it. He's giving the raw video. Boy, he's probably got 10 million views by now. But anyway, I think it's a lesson for all of us, and I hope everyone don't let stuff simmer. Don't let it simmer. Take it off the stove. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.